At what cost, bro? At what cost? My peace, nigga? You feel me? My peace? Like, what? Like, so I gotta sit up on a nigga that talk about a nigga or genuinely hate a nigga on the low? Like, man, hell no. Nigga, you can have that, bro.
Jay Cinco just walked away from DDG Capaholics' house and the internet's going wild about it. Some people saying Cinco is ungrateful, some people saying DDG was using him, and some people even saying that this whole thing was about Lala. But here's what nobody's talking about. This was always going to happen, and if you watch close enough, you can see exactly why. There's a pattern that we've been seeing in this content creation. When you bring in your homeboy into your world, into your brand, your content house, your content group, you might think you're being loyal, or your homeboy might think you're being loyal, but the whole time what you're really doing, whether you're doing it consciously or subconsciously, you're setting up a whole power dynamic. One person's the star, the other one's the sidekick, and the sidekick eventually they get tired of being used, or they just realize they're being used and they eventually just get tired of it. And I believe that's what happened between Jay Cinco and DDG, and today we're gonna break it all down. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you guys ever been in a friendship where the one person had more power than the other, or where you felt like you were a sidekick instead of an actual partner? Drop a comment right now because I want to hear that story, because this story we're about to get into is bigger than DDG and Jay Cinco. This is about loyalty, control, and what happens when content becomes more important than friendship. And look, if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. Hit that subscribe button. We're building something different here at the Official Society. This is your #1 source for all internet news. This is a real community full of people who want real content. Here at the Official Society, we always keep it official. Hit subscribe and get in tune with all the real raw breakdown. So first, let's talk about Jay Cinco. Nobody knew who Jay Cinco was until he started appearing on DDG videos. For me, he wasn't a YouTuber, he wasn't a rapper, he wasn't famous at all. He was just DDG's boy. And I thought DDG brought him into this whole content world. You guys mistake me if I'm wrong in the comments. But now on the surface, that sounds like a blessing, don't it? Your homeboy's blowing up and he's bringing you right along with him. Then you start getting views, you start getting your own clout. But here's the thing, when your homie's the one who gave you the platform, you're always gonna be under his shadow. You're always gonna be DDG's +1. For a long time, you was just DDG's boy, Jay Cinco. You were never just Jay Cinco. But that's exactly what happened. DDG had Capaholics. They started going viral together. Jay Cinco made a name for himself. He started a buzz off of DDG's ideas. So let's be real. DDG was the program. DDG is the one with the millions of subscribers. DDG is the one with the actual music career. And DDG is the one calling all the shots. Cinco was just there. And at first, maybe that was cool. But over time, Jay Cinco started to feel it. It started eating him alive. Now let's fast forward to recently. Jay Cinco gets with Lala. And if you don't know who Lala is, she's a content creator who, for what I know, came up off of DDG as well. So she's been in DDG circle. She's been around the whole crew. And apparently there were rumors that her and DDG even had history. Nobody knows if they actually smashed. But if you ask me, Official Society, honestly, we don't know. Because would you get with a shorty that smashed your boy? Not only your boy, like the mans that everybody know is your boy. Would you get with this girl if she smashed your homie? So I don't think that's true. Maybe not. But if it is, Jay Cinco, bro, you're a wild boy. To cuff up a shorty that your man's unsmashed already, bro, is crazy, bro. But I don't think DDG has been denying it either. So we don't know. It looks bad. The internet believes that DDG did this. It's just how it looks. In fact, it looks like DDG's even running with the narrative just to get under Jay Cinco's skin.
I'm not gonna tell you to turn around, but I get that like a I get that like an 8.
What's the opinion? Yeah. All right, next one.
So now you got Jay Cinco in a relationship with the girl that supposedly his homeboy smashed, but instead of DDG being supportive and staying out of it, you really know how to make shit weird. He's actually letting the internet run with all these wild rumors. And Jay Cinco's watching all of this happen. All of this is building up inside of him. He's watching his homeboy use his relationship as content. He's watching his homeboy use his girl as a pawn in some internet chess game.
I bet I can spend more money on anything than you can spend on Lala.
Oh my God.
We gonna go.
That's crazy.
No, wait, say this. Say what you said, though. I want to hear
what he said?
No.
He said he bet he can spend more money on me than you can spend on Lala.
I bet 100,000 you could. I bet 100,000 you could, nigga. You damn right, nigga.
Oh my
Shout out Mac Man with that
God.
sub, nigga. You damn right, nigga.
Oopsies. Well.
Nah, but nah, you can't.
Hey, you know, Lala, you know what he look like? You ever seen Lord Farquaad?
Cool.
You know what he look like for Lord? That nigga like that.
Wait. What character is that? What
From
movie is that
Shrek.
from?
The king.
I gotta
from Shrek.
see. I don't know if I know who
The
you're
nigga
talking
from
about.
Shrek when he got the same. All right, let me see.
Wait, can I see? Because I actually don't know if I'm thinking of the right person.
You are. I promise you are. You've seen Shrek before.
India!
Look.
Oh,
Look.
stop! Y'all, don't hurt his
That nigga look just like this nigga, bro. That's Cinco.
His hair sit right there.
Okay.
And that's when the cracks started to show. Before we go any further, society, I need you to do something. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, you're definitely missing out. Hit that subscribe button. Join the official society. This is not like any other commentary channel. We don't just react, we analyze, we connect in dots, we provide you guys the full picture based off my opinions. And we're building a community who are tired of surface level takes. Subscribe right now, join the official society, and get with the big dog. Don't be late to the party. Now let's keep going. Here's what people don't understand about content houses. They look fun. They look like gold. They look like the dream setup. You in the crib with all your boys, everybody getting money streaming. But behind the scenes, society, it could get toxic because most of these content houses that we see, they really aren't about friendship. They're about content. And when content becomes the main priority, people become products. Think about it. Every single content house has the same story. People move in as friends, they blow up together, then jealousy starts, control issues, the egos begin to clash, and eventually somebody leaves. That's exactly what happened with Capaholics and DDG. DDG built this. He invited his boys. They thought they were gonna be a team, but it looks like DDG was never treating them like a team. He was treating them like employees. And Jay Cinco, he felt every bit of that. Just look at the clip where he explains everything.
You know, the person came at that nigga very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Very childish, very immature. You know what I'm saying? Like tearing the nigga down. Like it was to the point it wasn't even about what I came about anymore. It was just some way deeper. You know what I'm saying? And I felt the animosity and animosity doesn't always have to be about money. Niggas don't hate niggas about because I got more money, I'ma hate on you. Like nah, shit stems from different places. I'm not I'm not a therapist. I don't know where that shit stems from, but I felt it, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Various times I try to leave our group chat, you know what I'm saying, and defuse the situation, you know, but like I said, a nigga felt like he was the program. He ran the program. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga kept adding me back and just tearing a nigga down, like coming at a nigga in real disrespectful ways, talking to a nigga like a friend would never talk to, gang. Like, but evil is real though, gang. Niggas is really evil out here in this world, bro. For real, bro. Like to say a nigga drive, like to make fun of a nigga whip and discredit a nigga success, I made you and all that shit hurt, cuz like if a nigga said all that to y'all, bro, and this is just the service level, this ain't even the messages. But if a nigga would have treated y'all how they treated me, gang, in that group chat, gang, like you would have left that shit too. You wouldn't have stepped a foot in that shit. You would be like, man, I'm gonna show you niggas. I don't know how, nigga, but I'm gonna show you niggas. And even if it don't amount to greater than other niggas, I'm good for myself. And I forgive niggas, not for them, but for me, so I can walk around at peace and walk around and enjoy my accomplishments.
DDG felt like he was the program. Translation, DDG thought he was the boss, he was the main attraction, and everybody was there just to support him, his supporting cast. And for Jay Cinco, that was the problem. He thinks you can't bring your homeboy into your content world and then treat him like an employee. You can't say we brothers and then act like you own him, which is true. I feel him on that. And that's what DDG was doing. Whether he meant to or not, he was creating that power dynamic where Jay Cinco was always beneath him. And after a while, Cinco got tired of it. Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to the official society. We've made it past 1,000 subscribers and we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And if you haven't joined the official society yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join up. This is not your ordinary commentary channel. This is a community where we building this channel together. Now let's keep it going. So Cinco leaves, and immediately the internet is picking sides. Some people saying that Cinco's ungrateful, DDG gave him everything, and saying that he's basically just clout chasing. Other people saying that DDG always was treating Cinco wrong and this was bound to happen, and Jay Cinco's just finally standing up for himself. And then there's the whole Lala situation. A lot of people speculating that Lala might be pregnant.
Me and Cinco were talking about the rooms, and I gave Cinco the bigger room because for the fact that I knew like he got shit going on in the future that were, you know what I'm saying? He got shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, got shit going on where he needs a bigger room. So I'm like, I bet, you know? So So he got the bigger room. But then when he said he didn't want to be in no more, he called me and was like, bro, I'm not being in that house. Take the room. And otherwise, and nobody would have got the room, so I took it. But yeah, pretty much. But
who knows? But here's when it gets messy. You got old footage resurfacing of Lala modeling a bikini in front of DDG for a YouTube video.
Alright. The next one, this one's a 2-piece.
Snaps.
Alright.
Turn around.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
This one.
Oh. Did you move your ponytail or something?
DDG really got his team working hard to shut down Jay Cinco right now. He even responds on X and sends Jay Cinco a whole bunch of tweets.
We're good. Yeah, I want to start off by saying Cinco is lying. How you open this?
I know how it is.
I do too. That's what I told you.
Yeah, I want you. I want to.
Where did they go? They just went. They just went there and to the right.
Have very good backgrounds and being able to, we're all.
I do too.
We're all good. Awesome.
I want to do it on desktop when I talk about that shit. I am the program,
Yeah,
y'all.
for sure. Find me or any of the
Call
guys
me
that are
DD
this.
Program.
If you can't find me, Demetri. That's me.
DD program.
And that's where we are now. Two former friends beefing on the internet, both using their communities as weapons. And both of them aren't fully right, but both of them aren't fully wrong either, I'm not gonna lie. So here's my take. DDG's not innocent. He brought Cinco into this world. He made him a part of Capaholics, but he really never treated him like an equal. Let's be honest. He treated him like a sidekick, like a supporting character, like someone who was always there just to make DDG look good. And over time, that broke their friendship. But Cinco, he not innocent either. He knew what he was signing up for. He knew DDG was the star. He knew he was entering DDG's world, not the other way around. And instead of having a private conversation and working it out like men, he aired it all out on the internet. He made it content. But hey, we all know DDG would have done the same shit. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, who do you feel is right in this situation? This is when fake friendships meet content creation. This is what happens when loyalty takes a back seat for the views. And this is what happens when two people care more about their image than the actual relationship that they have. And the saddest part is, Lala caught in the middle of all this, just so two dudes could prove a point on the internet. Here's what I say. If DDG really treated Cinco the way Cinco said, then I understand why Cinco left. You can't stay in a situation where you're being disrespected or you're being treated less than. Even if that person gave you opportunities, even if that person is your homeboy, sometimes you just gotta walk away. But at the same time, Jay Cinco needs to own his part in this as well. He's not a victim. He's a grown man who made choices. And if he's gonna call out DDG for being disrespectful, he can't turn around and then do a whole bunch of disrespectful shit himself. So here's my prediction, society. This is gonna get worse before it get better. And hopefully I'll have another video for you guys. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be stirring up throughout the whole 30 days of DDG subathon. He's gonna keep tweeting out and retweeting. And I already know Jay Cinco gonna keep responding. And the communities and the internet, they gonna keep choosing sides. We're gonna keep making these videos. But eventually one of two things will happen. Either they squash it privately and move on, or more than likely what will happen is they're gonna turn this to full-blown content and milk every second of it. And of course, why would we expect anything less? They're content creators. It's what they do. And we know DDG knows how to stir up some drama to get some views and get some numbers. But all right, society, that's the breakdown. Let me know in the comments, are you team DDG or you team Jay Cinco? Do you think Jay Cinco was right for leaving or he just clout chasing? Drop your take below. Y'all know I reply to every single comment. And this is the official society where the real ones come for real commentary. Hit that subscribe button, join the movement right now, and don't wait till we blow up. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and until next time, society, holla at your boy.